What's up guys, Kevin Goetz here from Mute Prophet, helping you achieve musical success. Today we're talking about how to master sweep picking in 5 easy steps. And I know that's like a bold claim, right? But it really is that simplistic when you put aside a lot of the ego bullshit that a lot of guitarists do. Step 1. Understand chords and intervals, because you have to know that in order to know how to make an arpeggio in the first place. Step 2 is to start with a really simplistic 3-string arpeggio. I recommend the minor second inversion built on the 14th fret of the G string. So, 14, 15, 13, 17, pull off to 13, 15, and 14. Step 3 is focus on your muting. You want to get in the habit of having these little lift-ups that you're doing from your left hand. Hear how the note's cutting off? I'm not using my right hand to do that, which you should also be doing. At the same time, there is this habit you need to get where the heel of your hand is blocking all the upper strings, and your index finger is blocking the higher strings. So together, nothing is ringing out. And from there, it's just a matter of getting your speed up, which is not hard to do, but that's not its own step. Step 4 is to expand the 3-string arpeggio into a larger 5 or 6-string arpeggio, depending on how quickly you get comfortable with the basic counterintuitive up and down movement. And step 5 is probably the one you don't hear talked about much, actually getting your speed up, which is not hard to do once you have your muting locked down and you know the shapes. You know, everyone always says you gotta practice to a metronome and slowly increase, like 5 clicks at a time, right? Do not do that. That is what takes you years and years to get good at sweeping when it should only take you a couple months. What you want to do instead is push it as fast as you can go while keeping your muting intact. You know, if you're starting out here, hear that? You screwed up. That's the wrong rhythm. You want to make sure that you're picking. If your hand gets tied up because you're trying to move too fast, you're going to hear an open string, and you'll barely hear it if your muting is good. It's not going to be like... Yeah, it's hard for me even to do that because I've been muting properly for so many years. You're not going to hear like a blatant ring out, but you might hear just... That's not the note I wanted. So just listen carefully and slow down if necessary. And you can see I actually literally got out of bed, got in front of my camera, and started making this video. So I'm not even warmed up yet, so you're hearing the occasional mistake, right? But that's the thing. I'm not warmed up yet, and I'm sweeping like this. It is not as hard as a lot of people make it out to be. And to give you some perspective, you know, when I was growing up, Alexi Laiho was considered like the best guitarist ever. And when I started learning sweep picking, this was the speed at which I followed along to his example. It's almost weird for me to play that slow at this point. I can almost double it. But that's the thing, it was good enough for Alexi goddamn Laiho, right? So you don't need to freak out about your speed either. I mean, yeah, it's impressive among other guitarists if you can sweep at Rusty Cooley level. But musically, you can start applying sweep picking in your playing at about half that speed. So yeah, that's my 5 easy tips for mastering sweep picking, and that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I have new guitar lessons coming out every Friday, as well as various other music-related lessons coming out every single day. I aim to make this channel the single destination for everything you could possibly need to achieve success in music.